Howdy folks, and welcome to this week's Radical Guide, where we are kind of in the dark at Laguna Seca, which is always fun because this track actually seems to be pitch black. You start off sort of sunset, and then as the race transitions, it does go to full darkness. So be warned, particularly at this corner, Corkscrew, the famous one at Laguna Seca. It is always fun. Plenty of people are going to spin out, including me. So let's show the info tab for you. Track temp 79 Fahrenheit degrees will be above my head. Track usage 40% is what I always use. Moderate usage. If you have high usage, you'll have more grip. If you have low usage, you should have less grip than what I do. The other thing that I normally mention as well is setup. So this is on the Laguna Seca setup. In Radicals, every week it does have an iRacing fixed setup. So it does change from track to track, but I always make sure I do run it. So just to let you know on that one, the lap I'm going to show you is actually lap 15. I try to get one early on. You can see that I've got two in the 17.9 and a 17.6. Because it's slightly more daylight. This was okay, but towards the end of the lap it does go complete black. So the chase cam might be like Sebring again, a bit interesting trying to spot points on there. But yeah, lap 15, a 17.324. That's what I'm going to show you when we get into it. Above my head will be two screens. One will be my Discord, where you can find the OLAP, VLAP telemetry and replay file, so you can have a look at what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Also in the Discord will be a schedule, so I do this every season. And I put them in season order of what track guides I've done in the past, what ones I'm planning to do. So if you are following a particular series, you can see what I've done in the past, so I can help you out through the entire season. And the other one is how I actually get into these sessions. So the UI has a scheduler, and you can go and see what's coming up over the next 12 weeks. So pretty much you can also see, you can go practice a few days ahead or a few weeks ahead if you wanted to. I go in there, click test, and basically it brings all the settings up for me. Otherwise, that's enough of me waffling. Let's crack on with the guide. Here we are then, Laguna Seca in the dark. And you can see it's not too bad at the minute, but yeah, it does get a bit darker on the way around. We are hunting down to the Andretti hairpin of turn 2, and just as the curve ends, maybe that 4 marker, and we're standing on the brakes, and then we get down to the second gear and start turning in. I'll miss the first apex just because I'm still slowing down the car, so I want to keep it straight as possible. Then I cut back, get a nice late apex of the second part of the corner to get a nice straight line acceleration out there. Use all the curb on the right and then immediately come over to the left hand side. Just before the 2 marker, we are braking down into third, maybe into second if you are struggling to get around here. Get an apex at the red sausage / maybe after it. Full power, and don't use too much curb because it is very easy to run wide. This little bit here, you come onto the curbing, slight graze the brake, bring it in. Bit awkward to spot your apex in the dark. But yeah, just mindful of the exit because the curbing is very shallow. Again, hunting down for turn 5, and you want to kind of brake after this white line. Sorry, after the 3, but before the white line. Braking a straight line down the curb all the way down to third gear. It's cambered on the inside just after that red sausage curve on the apex. You want to kind of get in that groove and spin the car around and throttle out, and you're all golden. This kink of turn 6 is a real pain in the rear to get right and very easy to get wrong. So 2 board, grazer brakes down to 4th. Easy on the pedals. There's a nice dip of compression to get the car rotated on the apex, and up you go. Miss the sausage curve. If you hit that, you'll end up in the gravel trap and the wall. Corkscrew time. End of this white. I brake very, very early here. End of the white line on the left-hand side, because as we go over the crest, we lose all braking capability. So nice and easy on the brakes. Second gear. Nice and easy. Build in the power and straight line it down the second part of it as best you can. Once you're through that, full throttle back up into third gear, and we're coming to the nice sweeping corner of turn 9. Just ease off the throttle in 4th gear, maybe a little bit of graze of brake, but miss that sausage curve. I do hit it, so it's not too bad, but trying to miss it for the optimal line. Greatest corner on the track. Absolutely love this thing. As we're getting on the curve on the left-hand side, brake down to 4th gear. It's a lovely camber corner again, so you can actually take in a lot more speed than you think. But again, don't run too far wide because the curve is very shallow. Last corner, take it nice and easy. This is the easy one to get wrong as well. At the white line before the 2, brake second gear. Don't use first because there's too much wheel spin on exit. Nice and easy, build in the power, and we can use all of this, well, most of the AstroTurf there. We used to get an off track a few years ago, but not anymore, so it's a lot fairer nowadays. And we hunt for the line. Slipstream will be an issue down here, I think, with a Radical, and definitely dive bombs into turn 2, so be mindful of that. But as it's across the line in a 17.324. So as I say, mid to high 17s, I think, for race pace, and then the odd low 17s. I think a few people might dip into the 16s early on, but as it gets darker and darker, it is more difficult to spot your apexes. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.